Hey everyone, how are we doing? Because GL side of internet is not doing well. I'll be talking about just two situations. One about Lena and her friend's video, and other one about Becky being accused of some seriously disturbing things. So much being said against her and only Nano. So first, let's get into this whole Lena situation. Apparently, her friend made a video about parasocial behavior in BL and GL fandoms, and somehow that blew up and things got really messy. Now I'm going to be real with you. I was busy last week. I didn't post anything about this because I really thought this would be one of those 24-hour outrage and then everyone moves on situations. Yeah, no. It's been 3 days and instead of people calming down, everyone just decided to get even more dramatic. Love that for us. I watched the video, I went through X, Reddit, TikTok, did my little FBI investigation, and I'm sitting here like, what exactly are we mad about? Because the level of hate Lena and her friend are getting, it's not matching what was actually said.
I don't know too much about BLs, but I do know it is a rising, popular phenomenon that is currently happening in Thailand, sweeping away all of the Thai fans, bringing all of these Thai BL and GL actors and actresses, all of these international audiences. What I do know is that parasocial relationships are real and they're serious, and I'm sort of noticing kind of a very unhealthy and toxic trend amongst BL fans being way too involved in the personal lives of all of these actors and actresses who are part of these stories. You do realize, right, that these are fictional characters with fictional relationships? Let's just say I have seen the way my friends who are BL and GL actors be treated, and it is insane. I can't believe that they go through it. It's crazy that BL and GL actors have to mask the reality of who they are and have a certain kind of image that they have to uphold because the audience and their fans are so personally invested in the relationship that is displayed on television. And that makes it really difficult for any BL and GL fans to even open up about their true relationships or, who they really are because there's so much scrutiny and there's no privacy in that. Imagine not being able to date someone just because the whole entire world thinks that you're dating that fictional character that you see on TV. It's okay to really love a series. It's okay to really be invested in the characters and the actors and the actresses, but it's not okay to overstep. And sorry to break it to you, whether or not they're real, the last thing you should be doing is creeping up on their private life and doing all of this digging and stalking up until the point where you can actually find something to hold against them. Like, how crazy is that that's happening? I don't know, but whatever happens with, the Korean pop stars and K-pop and K-drama, I see how toxic that is. So I hope that it doesn't happen to the T-pop stars and people and actors and actresses who are part of this world in Thailand, because I don't like it. I don't like it, Picasso. It's kind of scary.
Now it's not just about the video anymore. It's somehow turned into this huge debate about fan service, which by the way is not new at all, but the hate Lena and Miu are getting right now, that part is new. Especially after their event appearance yesterday. They had some cute moments, nothing crazy, just normal interactions, and people were already writing think pieces calling it fake, queer baiting, gay for pay. Now, let me say this clearly. I actually agree with what the TikToker said. Yeah, parasocial behavior is real. Actors hiding their real relationships because fans can't handle it, also very real. We've literally seen this happen before. Every time an actress is exposed, like it's a scandal to have dated a man or is dating one, fans lose it. Or even worse, what happened with Neer last year. If you don't know, Neer had to apologize for grieving her boyfriend who passed away. Read that again. She was grieving, and people were mad she even had a boyfriend in the first place. That situation was insane. And after that, she basically apologized, stepped away, her on-screen partner moved on, got a new pairing, did another series, and everyone just moved on like nothing happened. This isn't some hypothetical situation, this literally happened last year. And somehow people are still acting surprised when someone brings up parasocial behavior. Now about this whole Lena is secretly straight and has a boyfriend narrative. First of all, no one even said her name. The TikToker said, my friend, that's it, that could be anyone. But of course, people connected the dots, saw she's friends with Lena, found some pictures, and boom, now we have a whole conspiracy theory. And let's be honest, A lot of this came from aunties who already don't like her, so they just ran with it. Because the video itself, it was general. It was about the industry. BL, GL, K-pop, all of it. But once people decided it was about Lena specifically, everything just spiraled. And at this point, the reaction is literally proving the point of this video. Like, the lack of self-awareness is actually impressive. People are mad because how dare you say fans are parasocial while acting extremely parasocial? You can't make this up. And just to clear it again, this does not mean Lena has a secret boyfriend. That was never confirmed, never stated, never implied directly. That narrative was built by people who wanted a reason to drag her. The timing also didn't help, because she just had that blessing ceremony for her new project. But from what I've seen, her fandom was actually pretty chill about it. I didn't see massive backlash about her working with someone new. If anything, new co-stars were joking around, even shipping her with Miu in a fun way.
ลีน่าหมิวเขาเป็นแฟนกันนานหรือยัง
พูดอีกทีแฟนกับมันไม่ทันอ่ะทำไมปฏิเสธอ่ะพูดอีกทีแฟนกับมันไม่ทันพี่ไม่เสร็จ
เป็นแฟนกันลีน่าหมิวเป็นแฟนกันนี่ข้างนอกเขาเก็บหัวยังไม่ได้กินเลยอ่ะ
So this whole meltdown, it didn't even come from nowhere. It came from assumptions. Then Lena's mom posted that Instagram story. Family is the only one you can trust. And of course, people added that to the conspiracy board too. Her friend deleted the video. Fans are saying she deleted comments too. I can't confirm that part, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I saw it. But what I can say is, this whole situation has turned into something way bigger than it ever needed to be. And then, of course, fan service discourse entered the chat. And I'm sorry, but nobody is winning that argument. After the event, people started writing essays about feeling betrayed, saying everything is fake, lenamiu isn't real, it's all just fan service. And I'm like, first of all, welcome to the industry. If you've been watching my channel, you already know where I stand on this, so I'm not going to repeat myself like a broken record. But let's be real. The BL and GL industry follows the K-pop formula almost exactly. Fixed pairings, skinship, fan service, it's all part of the system. And yes, it's a double-edged sword. Companies benefit from it, fans get attached, and then when reality hits, everyone starts crying. But here's the part people don't want to hear. You are part of the system too. Fan service exists because there's demand for it. Like literally yesterday at a GMM event, fans were asking namtanfilm to kiss. Just casually, like it's one of meet and greet activity. And they had to say, we can't just kiss freely in Thailand. Y'all demand this stuff, and then turn around and say it's fake and they're just doing it for money. Like, yes, that's how the industry works. You're funding it. Responsibility and accountability goes both ways. I also saw some people bringing up Lingling into this. There is a video of Lingling going around with her fan. This fan, they spent a lot of money and became a top spender, apparently spent around $850K bad on products that Lingling sponsored to have this one-on-one meeting with her. So yeah, everyone's kind of right. The system straight up encourages this. They want you spending money, obsessing, all of it, and deep down you kind of know what's happening. Meanwhile, the artist, probably a straight person, acting gay for pay, gets stuck in the middle, crushed between the fans and the whole fan service machine on which this whole industry survives and thrives on. And this is why I always say, if you start believing an on-screen couple is actually real, that's your sign to log off for a bit. Reconnect with reality. Because companies are not going to take responsibility for the parasocial fandoms they build anytime soon. They know what they're doing, they know how fans react, and they still do it because it works. It goes both ways. There are people out there who pay for this fan service and really enjoy it, and they don't want it to end. So it goes both ways, really. So at the end of the day, you have to manage your own expectations. Consume fan service responsibly. There should be disclaimers seriously. Also, and this is important, not everything is fake. Right now, people are acting like Lena and Miu have zero real connection. Like it's all scripted, manufactured, fake smiles and everything. And I don't buy that. Do I think they're dating? No. Do I think they have a real bond? Yeah. You can have a real connection without it being romantic. They are just friends who act like wives. Haters need to relax. Fans need to stop spiraling, and everyone needs to stop acting like this is the biggest betrayal in human history. Because it's really not. We've seen worse, like way worse. And I think I've seen enough of this topic. Quick little update before we move on. Lena is booked and busy, as she should be. She's officially started filming her movie, and she told the media it should wrap in about 2 months. After that, they're jumping straight into filming their second series, Please Love. And the funniest part? She said she hasn't even read the novel yet. I low-key want to see Lena's reaction of her character in the novel. They have read the first episode script, was hyping up fans about it. And Miu also confirmed she wrapped up filming for the movie she starred in. Now, we need to talk about Becky. And I told you guys episode 4, going to start discourse. I literally said this is the episode to watch out for. If you've seen it, you already know. And if you haven't, well, good luck. I'm not gonna go into full detail here because last time I touched on similar topics like this, YouTube basically came for my neck. They flagged my video, so we're gonna keep this user-friendly. Let's just say the episode is bold. Very bold. And people have opinions. A lot of opinions. But here's where things start getting weird. Criticism is one thing, but some of the comments being thrown at Becky, they're straight up concerning. People are accusing her of promoting illegal content involving minors, which is a very serious accusation to just casually throw around. And the reason this whole debate even started is because of the setting. Girl from nowhere, reset, Nano is a school student. That's been established since day one. This was already brought up back in episode 2, but this time it escalated way more. Like, way more. Now suddenly, the conversation isn't just about the storyline. It's turned into people questioning the content itself, the intent behind it, and dragging Becky into it personally. And at the same time, fans are also upset about how much she's being sexualized and the kind of harassment she's getting because of this episode. So it's like, both things are happening at once, and the entire conversation is just messy. Becky's agency released a statement addressing the situation. And the production side, Ginger X Studio, also responded. They basically said they understand criticism, they welcome discussions, but harassment and defamation, they're not tolerating that and will take action. As they should. Because there's a difference between I didn't like this episode and straight up attacking the actress and accusing her of something deeply disturbing and criminal. Now about episode 4 itself. I watched it. And I can't believe I'm about to admit this, but episode 4 was the weakest one so far. I'm just left confused with what this episode was trying to be, which is hilarious because this was the one I hyped up the most. As always, the whole cast did a good job. Jane and Becky, I loved both of them. Don't get me wrong, I see what they try to do here. Episode 4 is basically, let's tackle social media, OnlyFans content, autonomy, exploitation, and how being online means people think they own you. Pretty relevant on paper, but the way they delivered it, it's weak in its execution. It felt like it was written by a dude who Googled my body, my choice slang, and misunderstood it completely. The show takes this my body, my choice slogan, which became popular around 1970s and 80s when women were fighting for their reproductive right. At its core, my body, my choice is about bodily autonomy, the idea that a person has the ultimate authority over what happens to their own body, about their reproductive rights like abortion, birth control, and sexual consent. But in pop culture, this gets thrown around a lot, and sometimes people kind of distort it. And I think this is exactly what happened with this episode. They twisted it into this weird story where women use it for fame and money, and then later it somehow becomes this, women are being exploited because it's their choice or as a result of their choices, instead of actually critiquing the predatory vulture culture around monetized content. Like, it feels backwards. The point should have been about how the fans with the money, the viewers, subscribers, fans, absolutely act like they own the creator once they get the chance. That's the interesting social commentary, not turning personal choice into the villain. A lot of viewers online are literally confused by this episode too. Like they somehow thought the moral was that selling content for money equals exploitation, or that Blossom was some kind of evil person for making money off her image. And the weird part is, Nano wasn't acting like Nano. Nano's moral compass feels off in this episode. And what happened to the whole commentary on consent and I own my body in episode 2? You know what? I know what wrong. Each episode is written and directed by a different director, so Nano's morals are changing with the episode. It's inconsistent. Like, yeah, it's bold. It definitely tries to say something. But it seems like written by a man to me. The way they connected a good message of my body, my choice to make it look like women's use this for fame and money and then added feminism into it, and then women get exploited, this was presented as her own choice. To me, it seems like a mockery, and so out of brand for Nano. I think it could be better if they haven't repeated my body, my choice so many times. And I get what they were trying to do, but the execution didn't fully hit for me. Especially previous episodes was so good, so in comparison I felt it was a bit lacking. Also, and I really hate to admit this, Nano and Sky kinda looked cute together. I'm sorry, please don't come after me. I love Freen and Becky, they'll always be my favorite. I know that's not the point of the episode, but I was sitting there like, why do they have chemistry? Overall, this situation is getting heated real fast. Criticism is valid, conversations are valid, but some of y'all are crossing the line and turning it into a witch hunt against Becky, diverting away from the actual point and critic. I also started to think, Girl from Nowhere needs to do something about its school setting, as they are becoming more bold with their content. That's pretty much all I have for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.